Hello friends, Mandar here. I'm back with another video. Today, July 2026 Visa Bulletin is out. There are some forward moments in the family-based section and a little bit of a retrogression in employment-based section, particularly in EB1A India. There are also some special notes at the bottom that we'll take a look at and speculate what's going to happen for the rest of the year. So watch this video until the end and let's get started. If you are here for the first time, welcome. My name is Mandar and I make immigration and lifestyle related videos for US and Canada. I'm not an immigration lawyer, so anything that I say on this video or on my channel is for information purpose only. And for your specific immigration needs, before you take any action, you should hire a competent immigration lawyer. Now, if you have any questions that you might want to get answers on, put down in the comment section below, because the community is willing to help each other and you might get your question answered. Also, let me know if you want to hear any specific topics regarding immigration, adjustment of status, green card, visas, and so on. Depending on the demand, I will make sure that I make a video on it. Also, while you're down there, don't forget to hit the like button because that will get you into the giveaway at the end of June. So without further ado, let's jump into the topic. Now first we'll take a look at the family-based section and see what the progression is. This is important because we are looking at what is the number of spillovers that will be available for employment-based section towards the end of the year or beginning of next year. So as usual, on the left-hand side, we have the June 2026 Visa Bulletin, and on the right-hand side, we have the July 2026 Visa Bulletin. Now, first, let's take a look at the final action date for family-sponsored cases. For F1, all chargeability has moved from 1st of September 2017 to 1st of February 2018. Big jump there for all chargeability China and India. All three of them moved by almost 6 months. Mexico has stayed the same at November 2007 and Philippines also stayed the same for F1. F2A has stayed the same across the board, so no change in F2A. F2B has progressed by about 2 months for all chargeability China India from September 2017 to November 2017. For Mexico it has remained the same, and for Philippines it has moved forward from April 2013 to May 2013. So modest movement in F2B. F3 we are seeing 2 months of movement again from February 2012 to April 2012 for all chargeability China India. Mexico has progressed by 1 month from May to June of 2001, and Philippines has progressed from November 2005 to February 2006, which is still long back. F4 category has progressed by about 2 months from November 2008 to January of 2009 for all chargeability China and India. Mexico has not progressed. Philippines has progressed by about a month. Now that's for final action chart. This means that the visa numbers for family-based section are being allocated and green cards have been given out. Now all of these categories in the final action chart still have a date, which means that there is still more demand than the visa numbers available. So we are going to track and monitor how these dates are being progressed. Once we have the newer numbers available from USCIS for the family-based section, we'll know what kind of spillover we can speculate towards the end of the year into employment-based section. Now let's look at the filing date chart for the family-based section. The chart has moved forward for F1, and this is a good indication because there is more demand that they can intake. So basically they are short of applicants and there are more visas available, so they are progressing the date of filing chart. For example, the F1 category, the all chargeability China and India, the dates for filing chart has moved from 1st of October 2018 to 1st of January 2019, which is an indication that, as I said, that they can create more demand for the visa numbers available. Now Mexico has remained the same and Philippines also has remained the same. F2A category remains current. F2B category has progressed forward as well from 22nd of March 2018 to 8th of June 2018. So modest increase for all chargeability China and India. Mexico and Philippines have remained the same. F3 category has remained the same for all chargeability China, India. Also remain the same for Mexico and Philippines. F4 category has progressed from December 2009 to March 2010 for all chargeability China, India. Mexico has not changed it remains the same, and Philippines has remained the same. So modest forward progression for the family based section, both in the final action chart and in the filing date chart, indicating that they are generating more demand to use up those visa numbers that are allocated, those 226,000 visa numbers that are available for family based section. This is not including the marriage based, because there is no cap for marriage based, but these are for family based categories, near relatives or close relatives. Now let's look at the employment based section, because this is where the drama unfolds. Now let's look at the final action chart for employment based section. EB1, all chargeability remains current. China has progressed from 1st of April 2023 to 1st of June 2023. So good progression for China. I would say normal progression. For India, however, the dates have retrogressed for EB1, which is from 15th of December 2022 to 15th of October 2022. So about 2 months of retrogression, further retrogression. So remember, last month they had already retrogressed. Now they are retrogressing it in even further. So Mexico and Philippines remains the same. Employment based second category, EB2 category, all chargeability remains current. China has remained the same 1st of September 2021. India has become unavailable, and they had declared it last month itself that the visa numbers have been exhausted for India EB2. So those dates are now unavailable, which means that they are not able to allocate any green cards for EB2 India until the rest of the year. So until October of 2026. So the Mexico and Philippines remains the same. EB3 category, all chargeability has progressed from June 2024 to August 2024. China has also progressed from August to December 2021. India has progressed from 15th of December 2013 to 1st of January 2014. So modest progression, and my speculation is India EB3 will continue to progress in a steady pace, maybe a month or two at a time for the remainder of the year, and even more so when October comes. Now, Philippines has progressed from June 2024 to August 2024 on, and that was Mexico that has progressed. Philippines has remained the same. Other workers category has progressed modestly from 1st of February to 1st of March 2022 for all chargeability. For India, it has progressed a little bit, and Mexico and Philippines has also progressed a little bit, except the China. Unreserved category for India, which has become unavailable, which means there are no visa numbers left over until the end of the year for India EB3 unreserved category. But for the reserved category, everything else remains current for EB5. Now let's look at if there is any progression in the filing date chart for employment based section. All chargeability remains current. China and India remains at 1st of December 2023. Mexico, Philippines remains current. EB2, all chargeability remains current. India and China also remain the same exact dates. Mexico and Philippines remains the same. EB3, all chargeability remains current. India and China remain the same dates. No change in the dates of filing chart for EB category for EB1, EB2 and EB3. Other workers category, fourth preference category, certain religious workers category, all of them remain the same. No change in the dates whatsoever for the rest of the chart. Now my speculation is EB1 India will remain, final action chart will remain as October 2015, 2022 for the remainder of the year. They might even make this category unavailable that they have mentioned down below, and we are going to take a look at those notes. EB2 remains unavailable for India. EB3 will steadily progress for the remainder of the year. And regarding the spillovers, I have less and less confidence regarding how many numbers will be available for spillovers towards the end of the year for use in the employment based category. Now let's quickly look at the notes down below, what they are saying. Now the note E, retrogression in the employment based first preference final action date, it's due to the high demand number of use by aliens chargeable to India EB1 category made necessary to retrogress the final action date to hold the visa number use in fiscal year 2026. Further retrogression or making the category unavailable may be necessary in the coming months. So they are saying that either further retrogression will happen in EB1 India in final action chart, or that category will become unavailable because the use up of the visa numbers completely. Unavailability of EB2 India numbers due to high demand for EB2 India was reached and made unavailable. It is likely that in October that the final action will advance to at least the final action date announced in May 2025 visa bulletin. So they are saying that they can advance the date for EB2 India to where it was in May 2026. So if I remember correctly, the dates for EB2 India in the final action chart in May visa bulletin were at July of 2014. So that's what USCIS is saying. In October visa bulletin, when they get the new set of visa numbers, the dates will progress for EB2 India to July of 2014. So let's see what happens. That is not very great news, because I was thinking that since the final filing date is in January of 2015, that's what the date will reach in October. But this is the indication that USCIS has given us, that the dates will only remain at July of 2014 and not go into 2015. So that's not a great news for people waiting for their visa numbers in EB2 India. Now, if you want to upgrade your case to EB1 or talk to an immigration lawyer, understand the criteria for EB1A and see if you qualify. You can also try for EB5, but that's going to be quite expensive, and you are seeing how the dates progress for EB5 as well. So put down in the comment section below what your questions are regarding this visa bulletin. What are your concerns? Let me know if I can make a follow-up video on your particular questions. If you want to get in touch with me regarding your specific scenario, what I would do if I were you in terms of upgrade, downgrades, or upgrading to EB1A. If you just want to understand how you can meet the EB1A criteria with your experience, with your skills, and with your contribution, let me know and I can spend 30 minutes with you. Find those links to Calendly in the description below. If you like the content of this video, hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.
And that brings me to the sponsor of today's video. Have you ever done the Google search of your own name? Look what I have found when I did mine. Here's what comes up. While some of this information is relevant, the other makes me uncomfortable that my information is exposed for a sale like this. Data brokers sell your information to scammers, spammers, or anybody else who may want to target you. Your full name, email address, home address, your relatives' names, health information, it's all out there. That's why I have been using Aura, sponsor of today's video. Aura shows me which data brokers are selling my information and automatically submits opt-out request for me. Cleaning up my information not only helps reduce the amount of spam I get, but it also protects me from hackers who could use this information to help them access my social media accounts, bank accounts, or other sensitive information. Aura does so much more to protect my information and my family's information from online threats I can't see. I get other features like antivirus, VPN, password management, parental controls, identity theft insurance, and more without having to download several different apps. It's really easy to set up, and best of all, I get everything for one affordable price. You may already have one or two of these tools, but not having Aura is like locking the front door but leaving your back door wide open. Aura is always on, doing the hard work of keeping me safe so I can focus on other tasks with peace of mind. I value my privacy and I value yours. You can go to my link which is on the screen and in the description and start your free 2 weeks trial. So protect your information, your family, and have a peace of mind. That's Aura.